Picture how much constant distress you would be in if you were the damsel that consistently gets captured all the time. But what if this time you accidentally captured your captor? So right now you find yourself kidnapped, chained up, locked away in a castle. You know it's the time of the month, except not nearly as frightening, awaiting for the hero's arrival to come in and save you. As your captor enters the room to feed you your daily meal, he cockily unlocks your chains alongside untying you. Since you've never been successful before at escaping, he doesn't seem worried at all. But your trademark clumsiness finally comes to your aid. By accidentally knocking over the glass of water next to your food, startling your kidnapper, who immediately reaches for you, thinking you are trying to make an escape. As he tries to put you back in your cell, you slip over your own water, making him stumble on top of you as well. As he basically tripped over you, he is sent flying face first into your cell, looking very dizzy. You try to orientate yourself, realizing what has just happened. This could be your opportunity. Before he even gets the chance, you immediately attempt to run at the door and try to lock it. But that doesn't work because you don't have the key, so you just open the door, go over to his body, yoink the key from his keychain and run right back out. As he begins to come to his senses, he gets back up, realizing what is happening, and in the moment he tries to pull back the door, you already locked it. He looks you in the eye. "I caught you," you say with a smile, and he immediately falls to his knees. As the weight of a woman catching him buckles his incelly legs, he has brought shame to all his favorite traffickers, from the volcanic wasteland within the Koopa kingdom, all the way to the deepest of Romania's prison cells. Instant depression has hit him. An anguished tear falls down his cheek as his blurry eyesight creates an illusion of the man himself appearing in front of him. "Top G!" The captor reaches his hand towards the image as he looks disapprovingly, clasps his hands behind his back, and walks away, fading to serve the remaining of his house arrest. As the after image dissipates, revealing the damsel smiling through the captor's watery eyes. And you're just sitting over there excited. "Oh my god, I can't wait to show the hero, he won't have to struggle this time." But it dawns on you that every time this happens, he has to come and save you, which has caused a lot of resentment amongst all the people in the kingdom. They call you a nuisance, blaming you for how many resources have to be spent to bring you back so often. You are always judged. Their resentment that has seeped into you is now starting to pull through you as you watch the primary cause of your suffering, your captor, writhing in pain. But you're not angry. Instead, you feel calm. You find it intriguing. You find it exciting. Your brain wants to see how else you can make him suffer. So you found out something new about yourself. What will you do with him? You'll spend days here and no one will know. But what about the hero? He will come eventually. What will he do when he sees you are now the captor? The kidnapper begins to come to his senses. As you both stare at each other for a moment, you notice his face is becoming more and more worried. "Why are you smiling?" You just noticed it, touching your own face to confirm it. The smile widens. You want him to suffer even a little of your pain. Isn't this what your kind always asks? That we should be smiling? You walk towards him. Suddenly your doubts about the hero's arrival are gone. "I can just punish you over and over and then make it look like it was an accident. You got hurt only trying to stop my escape," which is true, at least initially. Me and you are going to have a little secret. You take his credit card and cancel all his courses, instead donating that money to the first woman running for office you could find. Luckily, as you skim his phone, you see that it's his ex-wife, who divorced him because he tried to recruit his son into the trafficking ring under the guise of homeschooling. Then, you take pictures of his malnourished ass behind bars, sending them to the woman he forcefully manages on OnlyPlants, who will gain confidence to break off and expose him when they see him be emasculated. You then send those pictures free of charge to notify their fans. They eagerly click, only to find out who has been writing all those texts they stole their parents' pensions to pay for. Some still continue to believe they have a chance, and maybe they do. With him at least. But you have now successfully crushed his business. However, later you force him to cook a meal for you and clean, standing on standby to immediately criticize any minor mistake. You consider slapping him, but it seems like cooking and cleaning for a woman hurts him far more than that. In fact, you've domestically smacked the patriarchy out of him. This poor, helpless, pitiful, trafficker. He is no longer chained. The trauma has turned him into a subordinate collared dog. No thunder required. You are having the time of your life, forgetting to cover your tracks and prepare to hide the evidence. But you couldn't hold yourself back to stop. So he finds you. A faint sound comes from the tower's window. Yahoo! As the glass shatters. It's a me, huh? Confusion strikes him because he finds you standing outside the cell with the captor inside it. This isn't how it's supposed to go. I escaped. Shouldn't you be happy? Frustration slips through your tone. But why is he in a collar? I made sure he's no longer a threat. He behaves now. His expression seems worried. The more worried it gets, the more it irks within. Maybe part of me always wanted you to find us like this, you think under your breath. Maybe all this time you felt like you were an afterthought. He just cared to be called the hero, like you all had a role to play to satisfy his ego, as if he's not sure who to save. How could he? I don't think this is right, I have to save you. You can't just go and save yourself. He's the captor, but you're the one torturing him. Are you seriously considering him over me? He has brought suffering to countless people. How many times have I had to suffer? Now you feel bad? You never tried to teach me how to defend myself, no matter how many times I've asked. But now you're pondering your own identity. There's no way I can let him go after all he's done. In fact, I'll torture him until he can feel a tiny portion of my pain, so you can stay there and watch. Or you can choose him or me, your ego or my safety. Teach me how to defend myself for the future, or be forced to watch me permanently remove one reason I'd need to. An impossible choice is put forth, as he has to choose between giving up his identity as a hero, or worse, teach her, a woman, how to defend herself. That would switch the societal roles in this world of magic if she learns how to defend herself. You won't be needed anymore. Who even are you then? You restart your torture. And he turns his back. I'll need some time to think about this. I'll be back tomorrow. Just so you know, I'll continue the torture. You pull out your phone in order to show the captor your favorite mobile game. His tired eyes turn to watch. Look at the main character. As the figure appears in the screen, within milliseconds he recognizes that person and starts screaming in fear. Isn't she cool? She's the lead. A woman. The hero sees the sight and walks away, leaving behind the screams full of horror echoing the hallways of the castle. The morning comes while you continue your reign of terror. You spend all night so that you could ensure you got as much fun as possible. As promised, he appears, his stride more confident. You see resolve in his eyes. I know this is kind of hard, but I think I really grappled with this. I believe the lesser evil is to teach you how to defend yourself. The hero, true to his name, sacrificed even the core of his identity for you. He did what is just, even if it meant losing himself. That kind of brings you a bit to your senses, because what am I? Am I just a person that gets captured? Now in this moment, am I just myself, or am I just a response to this kidnapper? If I torture him because of what he's done, I am only a response to his actions. He has then taken my identity from me. The core thing you hate is the helplessness. If my actions are only a response to his, I am still helpless. So you accept it. If you were to continue abusing this poor soul, you would continue to be a response to a circumstance. I want to change. The hero smiles, holding out his hand. We can do it together. A true hero wouldn't keep you from learning to defend yourself in order to remain a savior. He wouldn't care about the title but to help. Period. Being bogged down by expectations so that you know you are alive isn't truly living. Accepting the challenge to find your true self is exactly what a hero would do. Thus, both of you are ready to take him to prison. But to your surprise, he doesn't seem to fight you for it. He doesn't seem to be pushing back, because he too has changed, understanding of how it feels to be captured, to be truly hopeless, to not have any ability to get out. Did the impossible. It creates empathy with the poor, misunderstood, trafficker. Thus all three of you changed by the end. Both you and the hero were training together now, the captor was serving out his sentence, but more importantly, all three of them subscribed.